I remember two distinct examples. One was that we did a parvo test on a young dog with diarrhea. And because the test was negative, the owner said, well, if it's negative, then I shouldn't have to pay for it. And um, I'm sure you both of you come across stuff like that, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember just being totally bamboozled. I just couldn't wrap my head around that would have been an option. And the second one, which kind of more so drives this point home, is that I had a client and their cat had asthma. And so I was demonstrating the inhalant steroid inhaler.
Hmm.
And he was having a right pop at me about the cost. I said, well, that's just it. Like, the inhalers, like they cost money. This to me is like the most cost effective way to manage this condition. And he said, well, no, it doesn't cost money. I was like, well, it does. Like we've had to buy it in and this is how much it costs. And he whipped out a receipt and he said, no, look, here's my inhaler. It cost me nothing. And um, he had gotten, yeah, basically. So he'd gotten the inhaler on the
Yeah.
NHS or on the prescription. And I must say, I think it does skew probably the value of the excellent professional service that veterinary professionals provide over there. We don't have that here to that same degree. Sorry, we just don't have that here. I've never come across that ever.
And you don't get free treatment at point of care, do you, in Southern Ireland?
Well, sorry, free. We all know that the taxpayer pays for it. So this is how naive I was at that point. I said to him, I was like, no, but it's not free. I was like, someone's paid for it. Like I've paid for it in the taxes I pay as I'm working here in
Yes.
England. And he was like, no, I did not pay for this. I was like, no, I realized that you did not hand over money for this. I was like, but someone has paid for it. It costs something. There is an intrinsic value to this. And
Yeah.
it was that concept was just lost completely. And then very quickly, not quick enough, I realized that this was what's it called, a Sisyphean task, pushing water up a hill.
Absolutely, but you're pushing a rock up that's always going to come
Mm,
back down again.
mm.
Yeah.
So I don't envy you. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if that's across the spectrum.
Sisyphus was, of course, the mortal condemned by the gods. Was it? I seem to remember it was for helping Prometheus steal fire, wasn't it? But in any case, he was condemned forever to push a rock up a hill,
Yeah,
and every night when he fell asleep, it rolled back down again. Hmm.
yeah.
Yes, it is a bit like that, isn't it?
Um,
I think you're right. I mean, we're seeing a lot of there's a lot of backlash right now as we're recording. The some of the national daily papers are picking up on the vet charges, and it's rip off Britain and it's rip off vets and they
Mm.
make too many
Mm.
charges. And I think you've got a good argument there. We are spoilt in that all of our NHS healthcare is perceived to be at zero cost.